Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Starcraft 2 replay cast, and today it is a 1 vs 1, very special 1 vs 1, it is part of the Dreamhack Winter 2015. It's the grand finals between our red Protoss player, PartinG, and up top we have our blue Zerg player, Solar, and this is game 1 in a series of 7, as it is the grand finals, so of course we're going to play a whole bunch of games. Speed this on up to the 2x mark. Everything gets good. We'll slow it back down now. Everybody's scouting pretty well. We have 2 expansions going up basically at the same time for our Zerg player. Solar Probe is going to scout all of that. And you have the Overlords moving on out towards the opponent's base here. Pylon right in the center there. Gateway and a quick expansion here for the Nexus as well. And we'll see how this game turns out. It's the grand finals. So many games have been played up to this point, and these are the best of the best. So take note. And we have the first hatchery up there, and so surprisingly, this hatchery popped up first, other than this one. And Cybernetics Core now coming out for the Protoss as well. And that spawning pool already up. Probe trying to get in a little bit of harassment there, trying to get himself a drone kill. Don't know if it's going to happen, though. Going to have to regenerate those shields first. But now he's just going to go ahead and bail on out of there. So an economic advantage for the Zerg as usual. Popping out the queens from all 3 of the hatcheries right now. And Overlord moving off to the right side. He's got himself a shift click all the way around the back end there. Stargate coming out early for the Protoss as well. A Zealot is already out and holding the position there, prevent any Zerglings from coming in, and of course there's an Adept as well. I'm surprised that an Adept didn't come first, as that has usually been the case in a lot of the replays in the recent expansion here. And the expansion here going pretty strong as well. It's going to spot this Stargate probably, I'd like to suspect, and can't see it just yet here. So we will have to see in just a moment. It's going to be placed right there. So we'll have to see if he actually sees that Stargate and be able to prepare for it. And we have an Oracle coming out pretty quickly here. And indeed, he does spot that Stargate there. And we'll lose an Overlord for that. Right, that overcharged pylon there. Mothership Core doing a dance there for fun. Why not? Now he's going to accordingly defend from this Oracle. And the Adept and Zealot already moving out to the base there. And the Oracle zipping across the map as well. And we have 2 Adepts up here as well. So we'll see what these guys can do. And Zealot occupying that Queen for the moment. And that transfer looked like it was canceled there. And so they're just going to go after the Queen. A Queen was lost there. Oracle trying to take out another Queen, but nearly out of juice there. Takes out a second Queen. So losing quite a bit of drones here. Units lost so far, 775 for the Zerg right now. So quite a bit of losses here. And those 2 Adepts trying to get rid of that Spore Crawler there, but not going to happen. So they're going to transfer up here and see if they can make it. One is not going to make it. The other one will probably be destroyed here by Zerglings quickly. And the Oracle is going to run off to survive another day. Looks like another drone was taken out, though. For 1,025 resources lost here for the Zerg player. So not a bad start for Partin. And now getting all those assimilators going, and the second expansion going as well. Doesn't have the geysers up just yet. And blasting out a few gateways there. Warp gate already up and good to go. And level 1 weapons and metabolic boost coming for the Zerg. And Mothership Core chases away the Zerglings, surprisingly enough, as that Mothership Core doesn't really do too much there. So he's just going to get a scout in real quick and hold up for now. He's going to wait for that metabolic boost. And we have level 1 ground weapons nearly completed. And we have a Void Ray out on the field now for the Zerg players. Well, we also have a Warp Prism coming in. And now the Zerg melee attacks level 1 is just now coming for the Zerg. Expansion's going pretty strong here for the Zerg. Spire is coming now. And And I'm going to chase those Zerglings away a little bit more here. Going to do a little bit of Mothership Core damage, some tickling damage here. And they don't even really care. And they're just going to zip on by. Unfortunately, going to be blocked by those sentries. And Sentry's going to beam them to death. Zergling's not really handling the job right now. We have a Phoenix on the way for the Protoss. And additional Adepts. We have 1 Adept coming and 5 Mutalisks on the way here for the Zerg. And another expansion net just now going down as well. So 1 up on his opponent. Not just yet, but it will be quite soon here. And many, many, many gateways are up and about for the Protoss now. Busting out tons of Adepts and Sentries. And here come the Mutas now, making additional Mutas, a few Mutas on the way. And Zerg Flyer attacks level 1, level 2 ground weapons is coming as well. And he's bringing up that Warp Prism there with a bunch of Adepts inside of it. Gonna try and get some harassing done from the other side, and should be able to. There isn't too much over here, just that Spore Crawler, which shouldn't be too much of a problem as long as he drops quickly. And the Photon Cannon's way too much there for those Mutalisks, dual overcharged photons or pylons. And now the Phoenix is trying to chase here, trying to keep that distance away from those Mutas, and did a pretty good job. Took a little bit of damage there, and could graviton a few of these Zerglings here, get some free Zergling kills, I suppose. Why not? But or save the energy for drones later on. Still overcharged, and 2 photon cannons really going to chase away those Mutas. Not really going to be able to do too much there. Now the Phoenix are in chase, and they get a little bit too close there, and then the Mutas turn around and get a good whack on them. Overseer here in trouble. May lose this Overseer. Indeed, that's going to fall there. Now units lost of 2,000 here for Solar. And Solar with some Hydralisks to deal with all of the air. And now 4 Adepts have been dropped inside the base here. And see how many drones can be killed, trying to transfer out of there. And it decides to warp right back into the Warp Prism there. And just going to survive another day. Did get 1, maybe 2 drones there. And got himself another Overlord kill and another Muta kill there. Getting hit by the Queen over and over. So just going to bail out for now. Plenty of units for both players. 10 Adepts now for the Protoss player. 10 Stalkers, 7 Mutas on the field. And now warping in, morphing in some Lurkers, evolving some Lurkers, whatever you want to call it there. And Protoss now pushing, going to take out the expansion there. And I'm not sure if that was canceled or not. I don't think it was. And now releasing those Adepts, and here comes a big push from Stalkers, but there are tons of Zerglings here. Tons of Zerglings, tons of Lurkers, and some pretty good force fields stopping the entire army of Hydralisks and the Lurkers from getting too close there. But not going to last forever. And now here we go, trying to get back around. And by now, lost quite a bit there of those Zerglings. And going to try again here, and just losing tons of Zerglings, not really doing too much damage here. As he gets close, he just loses quite a bit of them. And those force fields took a chunk out of that Zerg army. Back to the units lost tab here, 4,600 now for the Zerg, so losing significantly more than the Protoss right now. And Zerg typically do lose quite a bit more than Protoss overall, but or Terran for that matter, but right now it is way disproportionate. And Zerglings now piling in, but the Photon Cannons there stop them. Additional Lurkers now being called in here, and the Hydralisks trying to push forward, Lurkers trying to push forward as well, but those Photons seeing everything that's going on right now. And gonna get a Lurker kill there. It cancels all of those Lurkers. And now Stalkers are in chase. And in a little bit of trouble here. Morphing in lots of Zerglings, the production tab here. 16 Zerglings on the way, level 3 ground weapons on the way, nearly completed for the Protoss, and we have a Dark Shrine on the way as well, and we have some Disruptors now being created. 5 Lurkers on the way as well, and here we go. We're going to push in on the Zerg, or on the Protoss again, and a couple force fields go down, but it's not quite a lot there, and Disruptors trying to blow up those 2 of those Lurkers there. Didn't do too much, not quite enough to one-shot the Lurkers. And here comes another Disrupt, and took out a few of those Hydras there. Now pushing in with some Zerglings. Zerglings surrounding the Adepts, taking out a few of them. Units lost now 5,300 to 11,000. Takes out a few more of those Lurkers that were sort of out of place. Just using them as defense batteries right now. Meanwhile, the Protest has another expansion up and running. Up and coming, rather. Now Corruptors coming in to join the fray, to goo all over the place, and not really too successful there. Adrenal Glands and Zerg melee attacks level 2 on the way here for the Zerg, but it's going to be quite a while. Now ground armor level 1 for the Protoss is starting to be worked on there. And took out the Observer there, and now here comes the Disruptor and lands on that Lurker, but doesn't do too much. Again, can't really one-shot the Lurker. And now both sides sort of a stalemate going on. Neither side really wants to push just yet. But it looks like the Zerg is on the back end of this fight, losing quite a bit more. 18,000, losing 10,000 more resources than his opponent right now. Here comes a couple Disruptors and hits quite a bit of Zerglings there. Wasn't the best hit ever, and hit even more Zerglings. Looks like all these Zerglings are pretty much gone. Now Adrenal Glands having completed for the Zerglings, so they will be a little bit more effective, but Solar GG's out, and that was game 1 of 7 in the grand finals of the Dreamhack 2015 Winter. I hope you guys enjoyed the replay, and I will see you guys next time.